Hello. Hello. Well, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Miss Sarah's here today.
Hello. Hello.
We're hoping maybe, tentatively, we might start having a sort of regular Sarah Wednesdays.
Yes, barring any random bits of doctor's appointments or children needing something, then yes, I will be here on Wednesdays.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay. So anyway, but I am here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. But just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America, feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. We have got epic troll slayers who keep us safe and have for years. Thank you. Yes, Cherry Bomb. Sarah Fan Club Unite. Yes. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed out there. I timestamp them. Today, Sarah will be helping timestamp, but they're almost always timestamped.
Yes.
It's usually only things like when we have a watch party and things like that we don't. But other than that, usually, you can go to the main page of the Black and Orange YouTube channel, and there's a search bar just below the banner on the right. And usually you can put in any topic and it'll pull it right up because everything's timestamped. So, okay. And I just saw Ricky says, and the star of the show, soon to have his likeness on a Wonka golden ticket. Your boo-boos and kitty. Oh, he is
very cool.
Buried in a clean blanket on his bed.
No.
I'd say he's a burrito, but he's actually, it's more of just a fold over. So calzone.
Cat zone. It's a wrap. Cat zone. Yeah, cat zone.
Yeah. Cat zone. Yeah. So he's there, and Alfie Pumpkin is. I was just petting him, and he wanted some attention, so I did that. But now I've got cat hair. I brush him every day.
Yes.
And he needs it. So. Oh. Anyway.
Electra Storm says, Sarah, is your hair purple? No, this one's blue. I don't wear my wigs as often anymore now that my hair's grown back out, but I still have them. And today was one of those. I knew that we wanted me to start coming on Wednesdays, but I forgot this morning and did not wash my hair, but I have wigs. So, hey, we got this. So, yeah.
Oh, Tina Childers is saying, I just meandered over to Fox News for a minute ago. They are a tally. Did you say they are a tally? Saying, oh, wait, it jumped. Hang on.
Saying the Biden impeachment inquiry is only a political play. No proof. I am in shock. Yeah.
Yes. Elizabeth Loera says, that would be a great idea to see Sarah on Wednesdays. Sarah Fan here. Love your humor.
Oh, thank you.
So, and I'm just having a look. Yeah, it's a ploy, political ploy. So, yeah, we knew that. But let's see. Okay. I just wanted to start out with, he's got a lot of energy. He's got the zoomies. That's what that noise is. Anyway,
if you need to go, the cool thing with me being here is if you need to go handle something, I can entertain folks for a hot second. So
no, I appreciate that, but he'll be okay. He's okay. He had attention. He's got food and treats and fresh water. Okay. Anyway, I was going to start out by an article mentioning an article I ran across. That apparently Anderson Cooper was, I guess they were talking to someone right before one of Trump's rallies. Oh, thank you, Cherry Bomb. First meeting the official Sarah fan club.
You're very sweet. Thank you.
Okay. So Anderson Cooper was watching, I guess, talking to someone at the beginning of, before the start of one of Trump's rallies. So they were waiting for him. But apparently Anderson Cooper was a little perplexed because of the music they were playing. Because you know what Trump's like, and I mean, we've seen him. If you're on this channel, you know who Donald Trump is. And so apparently the music they were playing was "The Phantom of the Opera is here." And Anderson Cooper was like,
Anderson was all of us at that moment.
Yeah. And then we all had our Nathan Fillion moment. Yeah. My man X, yeah, he's a scary one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, anyway.
That is insane. That is hysterical.
Oh yes, Cindy Lou. I believe we'll be talking about Beetlejuice.
Bobblehead. Okay. Sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. So, let's see. First up, we've got Judge Cannon.
Yes. So at 7 minutes and 5 seconds, Judge Cannon not only did not allow Trump to take classified docs to Mar-a-Lago in her recent ruling, but she's also requiring him and his lawyers to travel to existing SCIF facilities to view any documents related to the case, along with threatening criminal and or civil penalties, end quote, for Trump if he tries to violate her order and get around something. Now, my initial question was, has someone checked to see if she's a changeling? Because it's a judgment, a ruling that makes sense and is not in Trump's pocket. But I guess the real question here is, how long is this new era of competency for Cannon going to last?
Should we start holding our breath now, or?
I'll turn as blue as a swig. I can't.
All right, 2 of wands. We're used to the far right communication. Fair enough. 5 of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Chariot, and Knight of Cups. That's interesting. Because the cards, let me show them to you. If you look at the cards, they go from her completely being in his pocket. Completely. As in, let me communicate for you, you poor dear, you poor dear, and here, let me help you. And right in the center, the dynasty, the Republican far right dynasty. But then suddenly it's the case, the trial, the situation really publicly moving forward, and there being like some strong people, some strong arguments on the other side. So this almost feels like she did what she could while she could get away with it. But I wonder if she's trying to be a little bit better at her job because she wants to keep it.
Yeah, I'm thinking that her Federalist buddies probably had a come to Jesus meeting with her. That would be my Yeah.
And thankful, yes, entertainment purposes only. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Entertainment only YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what else I can get. Canon, what's going on with you? No, she's still an arrogant blankety blank, but hang on. Canon. 3 of Pentacles. There's also a quality of keeping your powder dry. Evidence, High Priestess, 3 of Swords. Oh, she's not done undermining situations, but there is kind of a quality of keeping her powder dry for the bigger stuff. But there's a lot of evidence. But she's still keeping some secrets. Yeah, she hasn't had a personality transplant.
So she hasn't gone complete changeling.
No. She's she's one of the cult members, one way or the other, far right. 8 of Swords, Page of Wands, Tower. And Trump's still going to lose. There's only so much she can do once the trial's underway. There's only so much she can do to help Trump. His lawyers' arguments are weak. And yeah, bye.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, next at 12:25.
Okay. I'm going to have to. I'll be back.
You're good. You're good. Oh, Lisa Graham, thank you. No, it's a wig. I appreciate you. And then Rose Blue said, what color do Spurs turn when they hold their breath? I would assume white. So, how did my Ming says, how did that woman get out of law school? I have no idea. Jeanette, that's an image I don't need, but yeah. Oof. Cherry Bomb says, I wonder if she coordinated this. I'll be the bad judge. And I can be the good judge. Yeah, no, this isn't. Yeah, she's sort of like the equivalent of that Katy Perry "Hot and Cold" song. You know, she's cold, she's yes, and she's no. So, y'all are so very sweet. Thank you.
Is everyone saying how good you look?
Yes, they're very sweet today.
So I went down and I played Monster. So, and then he's like, and I chased him around the bar, and then he jumped in I chased him around the first floor, and then he jumped in a empty plastic bin. It's a safe spot. So thank you. He's a little happier now.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Lisa's asking how we got to know each other. Facebook. About a decade ago. Actually, more than a decade ago. Yeah.
Mutual friends and interest on Facebook.
Yep.
So,
and actually, we kept running into each other. It was more than one time. So it was like we just started talking, and she's an Aquarian, so it took a while until it was me
guilty as charged.
Well, I don't know, I understand, but it was me wanting to be friends with her, and her being like,
people are exhausting.
I know.
And it has nothing to do with the quality of the people. It's just, for me,
People are exhausted.
interactions are exhausting. Yes. So, okay. So at 15:20.
Sorry, Kathy PR is asking if we met in person. No, actually.
No. Mm-mm.
But
We're in the same time zone.
Yeah, we're in the same time zone. We're on opposite sides of the country, north-south.
Mm-hmm.
But we talk almost every day, face to face.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I can't remember the last time we didn't talk.
No. Usually, well, we still message when I have days off, but yeah, we still talk.
Yeah. So
she's the bestie. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. You are totally good. We're gonna go in at 16 minutes even. Okay, y'all. Trump suffered a loss in court yesterday when Chief U.S. District Judge Philip A. Brimmer refused his request to have the case in Colorado regarding his ballot eligibility moved to a federal court. Judge Brimmer, a Daddy Bush appointee, ordered the case be settled at the state level. Will Trump try to take this to SCOTUS next? Because that's the next step. He's done the appeals. So,
you want to tell me about Republicans being all about states' rights?
Yeah. Funny that.
Michelle L. I'm sorry, that's adorable. Monster's a great game. Lula loves that game. She makes squeaky noises. Sorry. Yes, but Trump. So yeah, he's trying to. Basically, they're trying to get him in Colorado. They're trying to get Trump kicked off the ballot, and so Trump's taking it. Well, I guess Trump's trying to
Trump.
Yeah, he's trying to get that case kicked out of the state of Colorado and put in federal court, and the judge went, nah.
Yeah, he went to federal court. He was like, they're being mean to me. They don't want to play with me no more. Can you make them play with me? And the judge is like, no, I can't make them play with you. They get to decide if they want to play with you or not. It sucks. That's where we're at. That is this whole trial, this whole case. That is a summary. They don't want me around no more. They don't play with me. Have you tried being nice and follow the rules? I don't want to be nice and follow the rules. I just want to play with me like I wouldn't play with me. And I get to tell them, like, if they get to bring their toys, and then I get to leave with their toys if I want to. And if I break them, I don't have to say sorry. But they don't want to play by my rules. They want to play. They don't want to play with me. You make them play with me now.
Oh gosh. Oh. No, that was awesome. Oh, Becca from House of Lenormand. Hello. Do follow House of Lenormand. She's awesome. Oh my gosh. This would be They Will Play With Me. Would that be this one? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, here's the thing. Okay, I've got to get out of that. I've got to get out of.
Sorry.
That metaphor. In Colorado, they want to get him off the ballot, and he's trying to get it put in federal court. They said no, so he wants to. Maybe he'll try to go higher and what have you. If you don't want people coming after you in court, then don't lie through your teeth and pretend that there was a stolen election when there wasn't, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Look, Democrats, we're not 100% convinced, at least the ones I know are not 100% convinced that Hillary Clinton wasn't, that the playing field was not exactly even against Hillary Clinton. Okay, we're not convinced, but we didn't storm the flipping capital.
Nor did we when Governor Bush was declared president, because that's
Right.
the only thing he won was governor. But, you
Right.
know, whatever.
Right.
So, yeah. We did not storm with our dimpled chads. No. I'm sorry. I'm not very conducive to getting things done.
You're awesome. Not hanging chads, dimpled. This is what you want to play. You want to play this game where this is the way things should be, because I'm wealthy, white, and male of a certain age. I should get whatever I want. And we know on the right they're gonna flip their wigs, as it were, a little on the if Trump's actually kept off the ballot in any states, even states he wouldn't necessarily have won anyway. Oh, Robin Lisa says breaking news: Romney will not seek re-election. Huh?
I mean,
As I'm asking about Trump, I will say about Romney, I've never read on anyone like Romney. He is placid. He is, thank you, lucky girl. He is entitled. Just this whole male-dominated world where he hasn't really been challenged on that in the way some of the other Republicans have. And he has his family, and he has his money, and he has his power, and he has his whatever looks he has, and he just all is right in the world. That's his energy. Everything is fine in his world. And it's like, dude, there's more. There's more in life than just your little world, because it's just a corner of the world. But he's never going to get that. Never. All right, Trumpy. They're gonna boot you. They're gonna boot you in Colorado. I've said this before. I think they're going to have to wait until he's actually convicted of a felony. Right now, it's just all fundraising. And yeah, those on the right, they'll feel all beaten up and communicate. And yeah, it's when the evidence is laid out that they finally have to go, oh. And they won't entirely. Not everybody will. Excuse me. Trump will always have his ride or dies. But I keep getting that we're going to have to really get him booted off of insignificant places. We need to wait until he's convicted of a felony.
Yes. Real quick aside, Darren says Romney is a Mormon. Mormons are all about the money, like most religions, in my humble opinion. I am not Mormon. I am Christian, but I'm not Mormon. I will say, though, and I say this not to what, just stating fact, there might be something to that Mormon thing and money, because they have absolutely no issue with Stephanie Meyer and all the Twilight vampire stuff. Like, they are totally okay with Twilight because she tithed off of all the money she made from that movie and the books and all the franchise. And so she tithed it. And they're like, yeah, vampires are great. The church was like totally supportive because they got that cash. So,
well, and the werewolf imprinting on a baby.
Yeah, and there's murder. And yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
but I do want to say, for the record,
Mhm.
there are good people in every religion.
Oh, definitely.
There are good people. You can pick any religion, and you will find any real religion, and you will find there are some good people in that religion. Just saying.
Yeah. Okay. Next at 2540.
Actually, wait, before we go on, I'm sorry. Random. Yes. Because you're here. So I want to talk to you. If you go to astro.com and they have, if you put in your chart and you look and you under extended chart settings, and it's one of the later tabs of types of charts. One of them is astrocartography. And what that is there are better and worse places in the world for you to live based on your chart.
Okay.
And they actually, their system, at least a few years ago when I looked at it, would actually explain some of the, like I could look at the continental U.S. and I could click at different places in the country, and it was like,
that's cool.
And it would tell me like what kind of things would happen here, what kinds of things would happen there, what kinds of things would happen. Okay. It turns out that in the continental United States, there is one place that is actually really good for me astrologically. It is a triangle, the tiniest little triangle, but somewhere it's right around Rhode Island, Connecticut, parts of Massachusetts. That's it. That's it. It's like this little tiny.
So like, it's your own little version of Bermuda Triangle. Yeah.
But apparently that would be a really great place for me to live. Except I don't have any family there, so living in Chicago is okay. I've got a sun line that's going through the Midwest, but it's not actually here. But LA, it was just bad. But I clicked around kind of Utah-ish area, that part of the country. I kid you not. It said, well, if you live here, you will, because of the chart, you could explore open-minded. It was like a Uranus thing. So open-minded, like open-minded concepts like polygamy and all of this. And I was like, no, I will never live there. Okay. Just no. No. But I thought it was funny because it was right around.
That's hysterical.
Area. I was like, oh, no, not
that is hysterical.
Never. Oh. All right, but yeah, it can be fun. Some people, I think my poor mother. I think the only really good spot after clicking around, looking at her, I think it was just like one little sliver, like in the part of Alaska that like dips down. That's like it. But I looked at some, I remember I looked at a couple of celebrities, and it was like, yeah, they're great up near where they were born, near New York, and they're great in LA. It's like, yeah, that would do it. Anyway.
I want to cross-reference that with the list that I found of the places that have the fastest internet in the United States, and see like where if there's a place that so I could do really well and have great Wi-Fi at the same time. Oh, that would be lovely. But that is cool.
Scary Harpy's asking, what's the website? No, it's astro.com. So if you go there, it went into the extended settings. I'll have to go there sometime and show you guys. But anyway.
Oh, Glenn, hello. I'm also a recovering Southern Baptist. All righty. So we are going to go at 30 minutes even.
Melissa, I'm sorry. Melissa Gerber said you can live anywhere along the lengthwise band and have at least some good fortune. Yes, that is absolutely true. It's just the way that there's something else up in New England where there's a really good band, but there's like a square that like cuts off like the New York area for me.
It's like no.
Yeah. Like if I could live out in the Atlantic, there's a whole swath of the Atlantic, that'd be great. But if I want to be on land, anyway, I'll be quiet. Okay, you were saying. Sorry.
No, you're good. Okay, so at 3040. Judge Mershon. Is it Mershon or Mershon?
Mershon, I think.
Mershon. Okay. Judge Mershon, who is overseeing the Stormy Daniels hush money trial brought by Alvin Bragg, indicated that he may be willing to concede a delay to Trump for trial only in reference to the other trials that are scheduled. See, what it is that Trump hit him up again. He was like, if I can do this, if I can make this magic twice in one show. I'm busy. I don't want to go. You make me go over here. I want to go over here. I got stuff to do. And the judge was like, no. We can postpone in relative to all your other detentions you've got, but just so you could go play Xbox now. Okay. So, basically the question here is, could we see this case pushed off until next summer? Granted, it would all be for good reason. It would only be because other things were scheduled. But is this probably going to be a next summer thing?
For the Alvin Bragg hush money trial?
Yes.
Becca's asking about my reading on the Biden impeachment nonsense. Is that in here today?
I know you read on it yesterday.
Yeah, but we heard something different this morning, for what it's worth.
Yes. What we got?
Trump's hush money case. Yeah, I mean, they could put it off for a while. But if they went in putting it off, that means his other cases go forward, and it's not going to go well for him. And so by the time this comes around, it's just card for the reading, insult to injury. Not that it's really an injury, but from his perspective.
Oh yeah, he's mortally wounded. Yes.
Yeah. Right beneath that's the temperance card. So yeah, I think they can put it off, but he'd actually be smarter to move this up. To get this out of the way, because this won't. This is a case where he's going to lose, and he could just sweep it under the rug a little, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, but he's never been a big picture guy.
How very generous of you. Becca says, "Oh shoot, I wasn't in yesterday. Thanks all." Oh no, I can look at it now, because there was a this morning, McMoron, McAverage, McMediocre, Kevin McMediocre, said that they are going to hold some kind of fact-finding something, but they're not going to have a vote on that. The vote comes later. And when asked about that, he very much pulled Nancy Pelosi did it. It's like, well, yeah, but then they went and got actual evidence, and you don't have any. So let's see. Okay. Yes, Cherry Bomb. Oh, the whiner of the house. Yes. Janelle Espinoza says, which is not exactly what happened. Oh, I'm shocked. Yeah, shocked, I tell you. All right. Let them flap their gums. Lady Eva's just popping in to say, Sarah, you look lovely today.
Thank you.
Yes, she does. Oh, yes, 6 of Wands. Oh, the far right victory. The victory. The laptop that doesn't exist. The bribery, which you can't prove and doesn't exist. We're going to bring Biden down. You can try to deflect from Trump, which is what you're doing. Ay, ay, ay. Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, it's so weak. World. The only good news, this would actually be some good news. Because we're going to start, the Republicans were going to start the thing, and we're not going to listen to anything the Democrats have to say or any kind of anything we don't want to hear. We're just going to refuse to hear. Look at us going forcefully forward where it's a big thing. Look at us. It's a lot of effort. It's not like the Chariot, the Chariot is, I call it the higher octave of the Knight of Swords. Because this is like aggressive law enforcement or something along those lines. But the Chariot is a massive parade float that it's moving. It doesn't need to be propelled. Whereas this is just sheer effort.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives them a Page of Pentacles, which is a look at the amount of evidence we found. Look at the tiny.
It's like, hey,
this. Yeah. And this could put an end to the whole argument. They could lose this as their talking point. That would be awesome. Mm-hmm.
Yes, thankful for entertainment purposes only. Yes. Becca says, I'm over here cackling that the Mango Mussolini has challenged people to athletic tests and intelligence tests against him.
Has he really? Is it?
I have.
Somebody please take him up on it. Please.
Mm-hmm.
Please take him up on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when I think like mathlete, I don't think Trump. Mm-mm.
Person, man, woman, camera, TV, whatever that thing was. Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
Thank you, Becca.
All right. At 38:20. Y'all are fabulous. Okay. Speaking of his orangeness, Trump is in a tizzy since he discovered multiple conservative polls that list him as unpopular and too old to run. So as this will inevitably grow, this sentiment, the closer we get to election day in 2024, is his ego going to be able to handle this? Because, I mean... Yeah.
Joe Schmo says bad check in 1973. I'm afraid I don't know what that is. And Veronica Johannes is saying I have that T-shirt. Which T-shirt? You guys just see. Oh, that one. Okay.
Maybe.
No, it just the chat goes by so fast, and we're juggling so many different things that it can help to repeat yourself in the chat of like the details of what you're referring to. Just saying.
Yeah, Joe Schmo said that Republicans will probably find out that Joe wrote a bad check in 1973, and they're going to be like, finish him, and like it's GOP combat, and I don't, y'all, my ADHD today.
It's okay.
Just Jim Jordan on the little mats. let's go. I don't know. My brain is a scary place today.
Flawless victory.
Yes.
Yeah, it's another thing about us that we strangely complement each other because you've literally been diagnosed.
Mhm.
ADHD. I have literally been diagnosed OCD. So we help each other.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah helps me like pull my fingers off of whatever I'm working on because I'm just like, and she's whoa, and yeah. Anyway.
You help reel me in when I go a little too far. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think you're great just the way you are.
Oh,
all right.
You.
Trump's an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Is burdened by all the stuff that's already out there. No wonder the polls are not all good for him. Now, if based on the basic philosophy of Republicans and the basic philosophy of Democrats, this isn't a major issue, but of the two, if I absolutely had to say which party is better or happier or okay with an octogenarian candidate, I would think it would be the Republicans if I had to.
I mean, they propped up Reagan against that jukebox for years. So yeah.
And I'm getting the Hierophant here, which is, and it's hard to see, but this dude is not young,
Mm-hmm.
But Trump is hurting the whole party. He's sucking up so many donations that the Democrats are over here, and it means we can make less effort and still win.
Mm-hmm.
The Republican donors are a little bit confused, a little frustrated, and they're just they don't want to vote. A lot of the Republicans, they don't want to vote for Democrats, but they don't want to get sucked back into Trump crazy land. So
yep.
So yeah.
I mean, they made this bed. They fluffed the pillows. They chose the thread count on the sheets. This is entirely a mess of their own making.
Yep. They bought those Trump sheets from China, and they made that bed, and now they've got a lie in it.
And with the my lumpy pillow.
Oh my gosh, he just lost his mind.
He did.
I don't think I've actually shown that clip on here. Have I?
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, I might have to share that. But yeah, during the Mike Lindell deposition, the counsel on the other side said something about the complaints that, the lumpy pillow complaints. Oh my gosh, Lindell lost his mind.
You'd have thought somebody said that his mama was a woman of like bad moral character, the way that he flipped out. Like
somebody said his mother works on the street corner. I mean, it was, he called him names. He called him.
Yeah.
He couldn't focus. During the whole thing, the opposing counsel actually said that he was going to go back to the judge and ask the judge for another deposition because Mike Lindell wouldn't answer the questions. He just kept insulting and not answering, saying it's wrong. And he just was not answering the questions. And
because he's a bully.
Yeah. And finally, the opposing counsel was like, I'm going to have to go back to the judge and get another deposition from you because you're not answering the questions. Oh, yeah. Stormy. He swore at him. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Veronica Johannes says, I slept on my pillow. It was lumpy. Really? That's awesome.
Oh, Lord. That's hysterical. I know a lot of people that scored some of them whenever Bed Bath & Beyond went out of business,
Mm-hmm.
and they had some on clearance, but I was like, not even that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. All right, he can go to Arby's on somebody else's dime. Will not be mine. Okay, so at 45:15, y'all, again, my ADHD is all over the place today. RawStory has brought back to light older information about Trump having been linked to the KGB since his marriage to Ivana in 1977. Now, this is all stuff that we know, but nobody brings up. So records point out that her father gave regular reports to Russia about his daughter and son-in-law, and that the couple were brought to Moscow themselves back in 1987 to meet with the KGB directly. And who was all up in the KGB at the time? Vladimir. So, will any of this information, now that it's being brought back out, basically what people are wanting to do is to produce the receipts with the papers that prove that he was a foreign asset. And once that's done, will that change anything? Will the MAGAs still be the MAGAs? And will that, somebody sits here and says, here's all of your paper trail. Just lost here, bud. There we go.
Hang on. Good luck. There may have been some plan. There might actually be something to Russia. Shocking. Trump's obnoxiousness shouldn't have won him the White House, but it did. But he's on very shaky ground now. There are people who've known about this, but it's old news. Somebody would say, the MAGAs would say it was fabricated.
Mm-hmm.
If he was actually going to be president again, I think this would pop up to the surface, but he's not. He's really not. I'm serious. I'm not just like trying to make you feel better. No, really, he's not going to be president again. Period. End of.
Yeah.
I will be floored. I don't know what. I don't get it.
And that is cool. Okay. So
now, sorry. Having said that, I do want to make it clear. I am not 100% correct. I'm not 100% accurate. Nobody who does this is. I'm reading on the collective energy. This is part of my spiritual beliefs, which is what I'm doing here. But it's usually the consensus among readers is what's most likely to happen. But no, we see if we can get some insight and we go on from there. But yeah, anybody who's trying to tell you I'm always right, I'm 100% accurate, they're telling a fib. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, at 48:30. Thankful says the judge in Georgia denied Mark Meadows' emergency motion with the appeals court. Now that there's no alternative route, will Meadows cooperate with Fani?
So
he
Meadows,
knows there's no way out. He is stuck there. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. This is where you're at.
So is Meadows going to have to go tail tucked?
Yep.
Queen of Pentacles. If you want to work with her, you better have a lot to give up.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking pretty weak for him. There's a lot of evidence. It's already there. It's already organized. It's already laid. It's already there. And he's exhausted every other option. This is really expensive for him. Just saying. Oh, and I've got something I want to talk about money-wise for these people in just a second. Yeah, this is big money problems. But this doesn't feel like flipping. This feels like, okay, you've exhausted all your other stuff. Let's start some trials. I don't know that, I mean, the desperation coming off of him, I don't know that it's a fear of flipping at this point. It might be too late.
I'm sorry.
So,
sorry.
I did want to mention that, do you remember the Michigan fake electors?
Mm-hmm.
And there was a fundraiser.
Yes.
And it was $800,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which would give each of the 16 fake electors $50,000 to help try to cover their legal bills.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went and I checked. Oh, page is all kind of messed up. They've lowered the $800,000 to $225,000. And this, they've raised almost $150,000. So their goal was $800,000, and they've raised almost $150,000, which, I mean, good for them. But I did this earlier, but it's not here. 735 divided by 16 is $1,233. Is that right? No, that can't be right. 149. I thought it was more like 10,000. 735 divided by 16. Yes, $9,358. So they're going to get just over, right now, they're going to get each of the 16 fake electors are from this. If they get absolutely everything, they're going to get just over $9,000 each for their legal bills. So helpful, I guess, but overwhelming.
That's not going to pay the 10% of their bond, their bail money. Have they been arrested?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, I don't know.
It's Michigan and not Georgia. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if what's happened, if they've been arrested, but it's just
because
their legal bills are.
Oh yeah.
You think you're going to be able to get through you try to be a fake elector, and you think you're going to get through an entire criminal case for $9,000?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. A lot of these people, for once in their lives, are going to have a favorite flavor of ramen before it's over with. So, I'm partial to either the chicken or the shrimp myself, but but some of these people have never ever been broke. They have no idea what budgeting or anything.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're right, Oma Sheila the Quilter. Look at the guy on the right in the middle. He looks like Captain Kangaroo. He does. You're right.
Uh-huh.
And Joyce Matthews saying, I bet they got more than Rudy's fundraiser. Could be. Yeah, I don't think 9,000 is going to do, but lots of prayers and here, let us help you. And actually, I think it's stuff like this that's going to do more to dissuade fake electors in the future.
Oh yeah, it's hit them where their money is.
Yeah. It's like, okay, if I'm trying to be a fake elector, but if I'm taken to court for this, who's going to pay my legal bills?
I mean, especially in the South, because you can't get on the junior league with a felony. So, and I don't think the Elks Club looks too fondly on fake electors either. So, I mean, I'm just saying.
So I just wanted
financially and socially, and there.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure we that you knew that yes, Faye, thoughts and prayers.
Sorrows, prayers.
Yes. Sorrows, prayers. Becca says, I'm not saying prayers. To the contrary, I'm sending curses, hexes, and jinxes.
I love you, Becca. Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. That was good.
Yes. All right. At 55 even. Oh, I almost typed that as 555 even. Ooh, we would have been here a minute. Okay, so Lori Burdine says Putin endorsed Trump for president today, like officially. And he said that Trump is being politically persecuted.
Oh, I've got to close the window. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
So I don't know what it means when Putin says you've been politically persecuted. Like, but
he throws people out of windows, third floor windows.
I mean, the man would know a little something about persecution without prosecution.
Yeah, death by yeeting.
Yes.
Death by yeeting.
Yes. So, will Trump accept Putin's endorsement?
Trump wants Putin's interference and money, but he'll get a limited amount of interference, but Putin's got his own financial problems. So, yeah, communication. Trump's never going to get Trump Tower Moscow. All right, actually, it's a lot easier to just put them up. Oh, yeah, yeah. There's an emperor in the middle, and it's not Trump. Okay, it's going to be okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Much ado about nothing. I mean, they're throwing stuff around, but it's stuff we've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
We recognize the burden of all this garbage. That's Putin. That emperor is not Trump. Secretly trying to do maybe, but this is out in the cold and nothing there and poverty, and Putin's not really in a position to actually help. And Putin's got his own problems, and frankly, what?
Sorry. No, that was just the most understated thing I've heard in forever. Putin has his own problems. Yes, he does.
Oh, okay. Because it actually, I'm like, Putin's energy came up, and then it's like goes forward, but then it just stops. And I don't know what that's about, but it's like, oh. Yeah. So,
well,
yeah, I wouldn't.
Interesting.
Yeah, if you're gonna link let's put it this way: if there was some horrible accident and you got like super future technology that said you could link your heartbeat and stay alive as long as somebody else does, I wouldn't link that to Putin if I were you.
Well,
entertainment only YouTube.
Like Cherry Bomb says, vacation. He's going on vacation. Yes. All righty. Well,
far away is what it feels like, but what do I know?
Yes. All right. So at 58:50, Eileen says, how will the MAGA movement end? With a whimper? With their movement hiding under a new rock? With enlightenment? You could shove flashlights. Nobody's lighting up. There's no enlightenment.
You could deal with flashlights like it was Trump's COVID. How does the MAGA stupidity end?
Isabel Moss says it will end in tears. Lots and lots of MAGA tears.
MAGA tears.
Mm-hmm.
Card for the reading is the Queen of Swords, and this would be all the court cases and prosecutions and trials and all that kind of stuff, which, frankly, we are going to enjoy greatly. Just, yeah. What this feels like is we're going to watch all of this play out. We're going to see how weak the Republican attacks on Biden are. We're going to see how weak Trump's defense is. The wheel of fortune is going to grind all of us under, and then they go back to worshiping Wall Street. Then it's greed is good. Greed is good. Trickle down economic, pay for nothing. Be libertarian despite things like reality. Yeah, Teresa Ford, golden calves. Yeah.
Alrighty.
It's just going to take. It's going to be back to liberals with all their spending. It's like Trump and the Republicans added more to the debt than anyone ever has. And and not Biden, but yeah, they'll go back to their default position, which is money.
Mm-hmm.
But that will be their excuse for racism and sexism and what have you, because it's like it's not the modern day Wall Street, which is mostly electronics anyway. It will be like the dream version of 80s Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is Wednesday.
Yes.
And so we're going to do one last question.
Okay. Yeah, I've been going for an hour usually, but let's do one more.
Okay. Well, this is just because it's awesome. Okay.
Oh, hang on a second. Hang on. Amy Jones asking, how can greed is good come back with Pluto and Aquarius? Oh, because it will be a reaction. Anyway, but we'll get into that in another day. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Denise Girardeau, and if I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Okay. At 1 hour, 3 minutes. Denise Girardeau asked, Boobert was forcibly removed from a movie theater for being a disturbance. Loud, vaping, singing, etc.
Taking pictures.
Yes.
Of the performance.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Which you're not supposed to do. This is a Broadway theater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is this because she went to go see Beetlejuice the musical? So bobblehead. Is this part of the countdown that will remove this thorn from our collective paws?
There we go.
Because it has been noted that her state GOP has just been like, you have got to stop being so combative 24 hours a day. Like, we're going to lose this seat and it's going to be your fault.
Mm-hmm. Evelyn Hartman, yes. All she wanted was attention. Yes. Mm-hmm. Isabel Moss is saying, I saw that video. She has no shame. No, and apparently from what I read, she did have, one of my favorite things is when these idiots, apparently she was, do you know who I am? At which point I believe that the police should say, dispatch, be sure to send an EMT. We have someone here who doesn't know who she is.
Who she is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Boebert.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
She's a different breed than MTG. MTG is a sadist. That is my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Boebert's not a sadist.
And she just wants attention.
She wants attention. And she doesn't have the life skills to cope with everything that's happening to her.
Mm-mm.
At all. If she was not so heinous, a part of me would feel sorry for her, but she is that heinous. She's chosen to be.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Joyce Matthews says, oh my gosh, I thought of Autumn when she asked if they knew who she was. Yeah. Oh, okay. Also, isn't she going through a nasty divorce?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there was talk that her husband was very violent.
Mm-hmm. Jason,
there was talk.
For entertainment purposes.
Entertainment only was talk. This, to me, is leaving. This is the thief card. This is legal mess. But this isn't necessary. I don't know if this is going to be as much as like big like January 6th stuff, or if this is just the huge legal mess her divorce is. But there's definitely divorce energy here, and that whole mess. The Wheel of Fortune will raise you up, but if you're not working with the universe, it's going to grind you back down. And this Empress, this is the ground. This is Mother Nature. This is grinding you back down, putting your feet firmly back on the ground. And while the Nine of Cups is often the merchant or what have you, I'm wondering how sober she was when this happened, and I'm wondering how sober she will be when her feet are back on the ground where she's no longer in Congress. Possibilities.
Yeah.
She feels like a blip in American history. That's yeah. At Earth Yogi, yes, money will become an issue too. Oh yeah. Yep, that's Yep. Okay.
And she's got that new grandbaby coming too, doesn't she? Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
My personal opinion, that's not what I meant by working with the universe. Yeah. Absolutely, your Earth Yogi, she did it to herself. Yeah, she is, I don't know, hot mess doesn't even begin to cover it. And around her, it is chaos. I don't know if she does full drama triangle. I don't know if she's reached that point yet, but she is one of those people where if you know her, there's always a crisis. There's always drama. There's always drama. And the best thing you can do with people like that, I'm sorry to say, is get away from them. CC Ryder, yes. Failed marriage, lost business. Wait, it jumped. Sorry, hang on. Failed marriage, lost business, lose seat, 36-year-old grandmother. Sounds like the fruit of a godly woman. Cece is wise. Isabel Moss, she seems exhausting. Yes. So, but Sarah, I thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So you are wonderful, and you are a blessing to everyone in your life.
No, don't make me cry.
I'm grateful for you.
I'm grateful for you too, lady.
No. Okay. And thank you everybody for watching. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no. Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Lola Beth says she's a lot of planets in Sagittarius and Pisces. Saturn and Neptune are at work. Oh, yeah. I could see that. I could definitely see that. But, oof. All right. Well, it is 1:30 p.m. here in Chicago and in Louisiana.
Yes.
And at 3 o'clock, Miss Sarah will be starting Creative Sprints. And I will be along as soon as I can. Thank you, my man X. And yeah, so other than that, I'll be right back here tomorrow. I'm here every single day of the year. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Seriously, please remember you are not alone. We are in this together, and there are really good days ahead. All right. So take care, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Bye.